up YouTube and welcome back to my channel. So I am very aware that it has been a hot minute since I have uploaded a video, and the last time you saw me I was in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. Sitting here right now, I am back home in Fredericton, New Brunswick, and I just wanted to explain myself a little bit as to why I have not uploaded a video in more than a month, I think. What happened is, if you watched my last video, we were out on a sailing excursion. And I broke this camera. I actually got water in it and I ruined it, so the lack of filming and uploads is due to the fact that I haven't had a camera. I tried to fix the lens because that was what was damaged, and it just turned out to be really hard to try to find a lens to fix this camera. So what I did is I bought the exact same camera, which I'm filming on right now, and that is what I'm using. And if you're curious, I use the Sony Alpha 5000 to shoot my videos. So I know I'm no longer in Tamarindo, Costa Rica, but I really wanted to film one last video for this series, and I'm going to share my top 10 favorite things to do in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first thing I would recommend doing is checking out the beach and pool crawl. It's better known as the Sunday Funday in Tamarindo. So basically everyone meets at one of the main bars in Tamarindo. So they meet there around 12 noon on Sunday, and they have like a little pre-party from 12 to 1. And then at 1 o'clock, everyone who's going on the crawl gets on a school bus, and then they take you to 3 different pools or beaches outside of Tamarindo. So when we went to a really cool like swim up pool bar, and then the second place was a beachfront, and then the last one was also a really cool beachfront in a cove. And the day is full of a lot of drinking, but it's a lot of fun. It's a really good way to meet people, and every time you show up at a different destination, they give you a free shot. The pre-sales tickets are $35, and then if you show up on the day and want to go, it's $40, but I would definitely recommend signing up online before you go because this event does sell out. And the nice thing about it too is if you were there for a month like we did and you wanted to do it a couple times, they often take you to different locations. So again, I would definitely recommend doing this some Sunday, and it's only on Sundays. So we quickly learned while in Tamarindo that they are known for their nightlife, and the bar that we went to the most was called Sharky's, and every single night they seem to have an event going on or a promo, so it's really fun, and I found it was really busy there. My 2 favorite nights there were every Tuesday they do a karaoke, and people really get into it, and people are really good. My second favorite night at Sharky's would be Sundays, so we actually did this 4 weeks in a row. It's an intense beer pong tournament. They have 4 different tables set up, and it's so busy. So you have to enter your team name, and I believe it costs 5,000 colones to enter, and then you get free beer. You have to win to move on, basically. So we did it 4 weeks in a row, and the last week we actually won the whole tournament, and there was probably 40 teams in it. So it was really cool, and we won gift cards for Sharky's to go back there. So I think we won $25 each or something like that. So it's a really fun night if you like beer pong. Even if you're not that good at beer pong, it's just really fun to enter, and it's a great way to meet people as well. The third thing I would recommend doing while in Tamarindo is to check out Tamarindo Beach. I think this one is to go without saying. It just offers some of the best surfing. It's very spread out. We also found that this beach was a lot less busy compared to Selinas, and it was so hot while we were there. So we found that a lot of people came out more around like 6 p.m. and everyone kind of gathers on the beach, and that's the busiest time of the day to watch the sunset. And everyone's just walking around kind of being like, have a good sunset. And it's just, honestly, Tamarindo had some of the best sunsets I've ever seen. The next thing I would recommend to do while in Tamarindo is to go on a tour or excursion or sailing. So if you check out some of my previous videos in this series, we did a few. We went to the national park, the Rincon de la Vieja volcano tour. So that included zip lining and horseback riding and tubing. So lots of fun things like that. We also went on the sailing excursion, which was amazing. Most of these tours are with a tour guide, so they'll take you in and show you some of the things that you wouldn't really be able to find by yourself. So they're definitely worth it just to get out of Tamarindo for the day and explore. Next thing I would recommend to do in Tamarindo, and we did this probably 5 or 6 times, is to hit up a pool. So like I said, it was so hot when we were there for the month of April. So some days I just was like, I want to be by a pool. So like you previously saw in this series, we did go to the Langosta Beach Club. So that one you do have to pay to go to. But then we also found another one, and it was at the Best Western. And they offer, like you can go anytime and it's for free, even if you're not staying there. And they have a nice swim up bar, and they have a happy hour every day, and they have food there, and they have an amazing view of the sunset as well. So it's a really cool place to check out if you want to not go to the beach for the day and cool off and maybe have some day drinks. The next thing you could do well in Tamarindo is obviously go out to eat. There's so many good places. We actually didn't eat out as much in Tamarindo as we did in Selinas, but I will say that my favorite restaurant that we did go to in Tamarindo was DragonFly. If you like the party scene, then you have to check out Crazy Monkey on Friday night. So it is basically like a rooftop bar. It's actually back at the Best Western, but it's totally converted into this crazy club. So there's fire throwers, there's people dancing, there's live bands. It's just crazy. It seems like the whole town goes there. Like I remember the first day we didn't really know where we were going, and you just followed the people. So there is a cover charge there, but it's definitely worth seeing if you like the party scene. It's very busy. I would definitely recommend checking that out. Next thing I would recommend doing is looking for turtle nesting. So this was something I didn't really know much about before going to Tamarindo, but they are all about the turtles and saving them in Tamarindo. So basically what happens is a mother turtle will come up to the shoreline, and she'll dig a hole with her fins and lay about 65 to 90 eggs, and then she'll cover them and then go back into the water. And then about 60 days later, these little baby turtles will hatch, and then they're so little and cute, they'll slowly make their way back to the water. And they said that not a lot of them make it all the way back because of birds or dogs, or because they're so tiny and they have to make it from where their mother buried them basically to where they have to get back to the water. So we were actually so fortunate one night when we were leaving the beach, and everyone was crowded around on the beach, and we didn't really know what they were looking at. And we looked down, and there was just these little baby turtles, like smaller than my hand. People were protecting them from the dogs that were running loose on the beach, because the dogs would just run by and eat them. It's really sad to think about, but basically everyone was standing around these and guiding these little turtles back to the water. We were so lucky to just kind of stumble upon it and see it, but you also can do this in a tour. I don't think it's guaranteed that you will see it, but there is kind of a closed off area where they do these tours and kind of protect the turtles and help them get back to the water. So it was really cool. And another thing you'll notice in Tamarindo is they don't give out straws with any of the drinks, because I don't know if any of you have seen that video online where the straw gets stuck up the turtle's nose. It's very disturbing to watch. But anyways, they are helping to protect the turtles there, and it's just really cool if you ever get the chance to see it. Right, the last thing that I'm going to share that you should check out, and certainly not least, but this is for my ladies out there. In Tamarindo, they do a lot of ladies drink for free nights. I only checked out 2 of them because I saw some online, but I don't think it was quite updated. So as of April 2017, you can go to Selinas on Friday night and drink for free. It's usually just in the evening until about 11 or 12. And then on Saturday, you can go over to Sharky's and you can also drink for free there. Just so you know, you have to go to kind of a separate bar. There's a bar set up off to the side, and they usually offer mainly just highballs. So like vodka, rum, or gin and stuff like that. So that is all I have for you guys today. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. This is going to wrap up our Tamarindo Costa Rica series. Stay tuned, I'm launching a new series next Wednesday, so tune in for that. There's gonna be a new video every single Wednesday. So I'm so excited to share that with you guys. If you have any suggestions of what you wanna see on the channel, do not hesitate to comment below. For more fit tips, follow me on Instagram or Snapchat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.